Hello class, I am Tage Alt. I chose Lysistrata by Aristophanes because I like the concept that a group of women could join forces, forcing men to end a decade-long war. A quote I liked from Lysistrata was when Lysistrata was talking to the chorus of old men. She says, "What can you answer? Now be careful, don't arouse my spite, or with my slipper I'll take your napping face slapping." I love Lysistrata's moxie. She is blunt and not afraid of the ramifications that could come from her quick tongue. Lysistrata was written by Aristophanes. Aristophanes represents the comedic side of the ancient Greece. A large majority of his writings come from social, literal, and philosophical life of Athens at the time. Politicians were often the target of him, resulting in him getting in trouble many times. One thing I found fascinating is that he had two sons and both became comedic writers just like their father. Now I will tell you a little bit about the plot. Athens has been at war for many years with Spartans. Lysistrata, just a regular Athenian woman, comes up with a plan for women on both sides of the war to withhold sex from their husbands until they swore to end the war. She tells the women to wear their sexiest lingerie to entice the men. Lysistrata has already sent the older women to the capital to seize the bank. Her theory is that the bank once it is seized, there will be no more money available to aid in war efforts. Many women are doubtful if her plans would work, but eventually they all take an oath. The chorus of old men hear of the women taking control of the city, and they take fire and wood, hoping to smoke out the women. However, the women are smarter than the men, and meet them at the gates with water and pour over their fire. As time passes, many of these women become weak with lust and sexual desire. Many plead with Lysistrata with extravagant lies to go home. One woman claims she must go home before she has her baby, and she's not even pregnant. Lysistrata explains to these women that this is just lust and sexual desire, and it will pass. One of the women's husband, Cincius, runs to the gate screaming he needs to see his wife, Miriam, to tend to the baby. She quickly goes to the gates and sees that there's nothing wrong with the child. So in turn, she's going to play a trick on him. She plays a very sexual tease. She tells him that she cannot have sex with him until she gets a bed. And then once she gets a bed, then she needs a mattress. And then once she gets a mattress, she needs a pillow. And lastly, she needs perfume. Once she gathers everything, she leaves him alone and aroused. At this time, the Spartan herald arrives, also aroused. At that moment, both men realize the game that the women have been playing. They agree to have peace to end the women's strike and end the war. Lysistrata has the goddess of reconciliation to help ensure that the men sign the treaty. The goddess is naked. Both Spartans and Athenians agree quickly, but mostly out of sexual desire for the naked goddess. The play ends with a party of all and the end of a decade-long war.